about 4:30 now at the flower market. We are loading the container from Cameron Highlands. There are about 80 varieties of flowers in the truck itself. There's Taiwan, China, Kenya, Holland, all the flowers from all over the world. My name is Shayner. I'm actually a third generation working in the family business of Far East Flora. We're made up of 6 different arms. The first is the wholesale flower market. We have the garden retail centres. We have gifts and hampers. We have landscaping consultation, plant rentals. And the final one is our baby, the F&B, which is a cafe in our building. We're actually at the original spot where Far East Flora started, at our Thomson Garden Centre. I'm helping the wholesale flower market. Oh. I'm a buyer and I handle operations and marketing. Basically, I want to say bao liao, but it's not in my name card, so. A bit unconfident. Every school holiday, you were there. Be the cashier, go and pack the fertilizers, stick the price tag. That's what we did when we were young. I wanted to help my father. My father was doing landscaping. But then he was like, no, don't do it, it's not for girls. Right, so the intention flew away. When I just finished school, I wanted to dabble into the F&B business. My father was like, we still have other sisters to take care of university, right? So we're not going to give you the money to open a cafe. My aunt, who's my current boss, she was like, I heard you wanted to go to this F&B arm. How about you come and see what I'm doing? You just come and see. See only. If you don't like it, then go back to selling coffee anytime. Yeah, that's how I got cheated into the business 10 years ago. And I feel like I'm being cheated still 10 years later. Yes.
How's the response of the Chinese New Year market?
I think we're good. We have 27 vendors this time. So maybe we put the founder in the middle. Okay. We have 11 family members in the company. I've gathered 8 of them today. So can you guys introduce yourself?
I'm Sok Huang.
I'm Francis Chioh. I'm the second generation. Hi, I'm Shane. My job is at landscaping department. Shayner, she is my second daughter and she's very capable.
Hello, I'm Agnes. I'm Holly.
My name is Ryan.
I'm Danny Chioh. I'm the founder and the group MD. I start my business together with my brothers since I'm 16 years old. Now it's 60 years in the business. 那时候60年代嘛，一般家庭都是很穷的嘛。我父亲是抽鸦片，没办法工作的。我妈妈养我的哥哥姐姐，他们养大的。在我读到中2的时候，我妈妈跟我讲。 你出来帮哥哥一起卖花了、卖蛋了。刚开始的时候，我们的顾客主要是英军的家属，他们太太啊，他们家庭住在新加坡。哎，我们是一家一夫妻敲门嘛，按门铃叫顾客来买花嘛。那时候我们是不会觉得辛苦，赚钱养家嘛，不会觉得辛苦。
Right now, we're at Far East Flora Centre. We're at Clementi. It's our flagship store. So let's check it out. So this corner is the Phalaenopsis corner. It's one of our founders, Danny. His baby, actually, he loves Phalaenopsis. So the Far East Flora Centre in Clementi is basically a combination of all our pillars in one building. We have never done it before because we have always been separated. So over here we have a lot of tech actually. We have a system called Ebb and Flow, a technology where the thing floods the entire tray with water, and the water is actually rainwater. And being in a building, right, we need sunlight. But where does the sun come from? So all these lights here, and called a grow light, where it just shines on the plants, mimic the sun. We officially opened the centre somewhere September 2023. So the lands our garden centres are on are actually not ours. It's always on a lease. So the founder has always dreamed about having something of his own. And I always call it we're living in his dream right now. Actually, for us as wholesalers, the e-commerce was not the main thing. This man pushed us to improve our website.
We started out as a flower wholesaler, so my founder found it a natural progression to go into flowers and gifting. The the Chinese saying, 生老病死. In every stage of your life, you will need flowers. I think that was very visionary of him. Back in 1999-2000 period, when internet just started, we figured that it really makes sense for us to jump onto it. Back then, there were not so many developers to code your website. There were no payment gateways. It was really like starting a business from scratch. We took on leading in this space in a big way. That has now accounted to 20% of the group's revenue. During the COVID period, the gifting business actually went through the roof. We were doing high double digits growth during that period. It was very challenging and very stressful though, because a lot of stress was put on the back end.
COVID happened, I had to buckle out. It was because nobody could come to work. There was only like 6 of us every day. And then from someone who only can buy, I had to learn delivery, I had to learn operations, I had to learn basically everything. And all you have to do is just do first. So I think I'm in this mindset where I just whack, just do. Last time it was pretty straightforward. You just had to hustle and you did whatever you did and it will work. But right now, if you're not in the trend, you are not listening to the youths, you're not listening to the younger generations, you're out. What I feel the most proud of is actually changing up the whole dynamics of the business, is doing something that's out of what we used to do. So actually this is our event space, so we rent out the booth. We actually diverted doing events. So it's something that we have never done before as a traditional company. We're going to launch something flower-related this space as well.
Yeah, I think it'll be very good with like a seasonal collection.
Yeah.
Or if we do like a certain print, like say lilies, then after that we decorate this whole place with like lilies. Yeah.
Sure. We wanted to bring people and different experiences. Right now, when I do an event, I really look forward to working with a lot of local brands. It's the world of locals supporting locals. Sleeves and everything. We are a Singapore brand. We are founded and grown here. I think that's what we need to do. And people will then know Far East Flora is relevant, not just this old brand that is garden centres and flowers and everything. You can find so many interesting things at our festivals. Now our first co-room. I think this co-room may be older than me. This flower in particular are called peonies. In Chinese, it's mutanhua. It's my mom's favorite flowers. But until today, I don't understand why such a little 5 stems will have to cost $41 and people still love it. Yeah. I am not crazy over flowers. I don't understand why my parents are crazy. Everywhere we go, when they see a flower that's beautiful, they want to take pictures of it. I may not be crazy over flowers, but I think being in the family business is about purpose. 这个是新知识，真的。啊？新的知识都学。中国叫圣诞老人呢？
Time is flying. I didn't realize our 3rd generation already grown up.
To bring Shayner in, she saw my hard work, non-stop, never take care of the family, always in business. My wife, Cynthia, also has encouraged Shayner. Danny have come up with this big trunk. You know, he needs the umbrella, you know, to really shelter everybody. So please help.
We're very, very happy to support her. And recently, these 2 years especially, I can see really she 放胆去做. Yeah, she just try out whatever new ideas, whatever new things, especially on social media.
When I feel stressed, I look at some of Shayner's TikTok and I'm like, wow, looks really silly, you know, but it's still quite engaging.
I never hear this before in my entire life. When it plays, I will repeat it every day in my ear. You never hear this sometimes, really you don't. Family, my family. They don't really say it.
I think all of us actually really look forward to more.
I think as a 3rd generation, we are pushing things differently from what our 2nd generation, our 1st generation did. What they did was really setting the foundation of the company. And for me as a 3rd generation, I'm lucky to be given the space to reimagine what our business can be like, to reimagine the space as well.